Operation status quo. Operation status quo. Prepare to engage. Operation status quo. Ready to engage. Operation status quo. Engaged. Engaged. Hey everybody, let's shut down. Let's just walk away. Hey everybody, unplug mainstream and have a happy day. Hey-o. Hello and welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Operation Status Quo. That's the place you gotta go. Well, you don't gotta go there because now hopefully you are there. You're here with me. I am pete.palma. I am your user-friendly host, broadcasting live from the comfy confines of my very own home, ladies and gentlemen. And I hope you're having a happy day out there. That's why I opened the show singing Happy Day. Are you streaming the album? Get out there. The Happy Day album now streaming everywhere around the world, so there's no excuse. All right. Anyway, this is Operation Status Quo. So we switch gears. We go from the album to Operation Status Quo. Operation Status Quo, the place where we observe the status quo of life. We learn to flow with the status quo of life. And then, of course, the most importantly, we want to create our own flow of quo, because that's the only way to go. So what are you doing out there today, right now, this very second, to create your own flow of quo, because if you're not living your own flow, you're living someone else's flow. And that, as we say, is a no-no here on Operation Status Quo. Actually, last episode, I did have somebody who commented, thankfully, in the comments, that they were actually doing some garden work and such on that day to create their own flow. So that's lovely. Oh, hold on a second here. There we go. Oh, hold on. What did I do? Yeah, I hit it. All right. I'm sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm pulling up my other computer because as I spoke last week, my chat doesn't work here on the actual apparatus I'm using to do the show. So I have my secondary computer here. So feel free to chime in the chat. The chat is available. Chat is available. I just forgot to mute my other computer. That's all. All right. So today, ladies and gentlemen, hello. It's the 2nd of July in the good year 2025. And today's program is entitled March of the Mindless. Oh, yo, oh, you know what I was going to do actually for that? Instead of singing that song, I was going to go, here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Here they come. Remember that? Here from Primus? Hey, if you're new to this show, thank you so much for being here. And please try your best to tolerate with my severe hypertension, deficit, ADD disorder, multitude, all combined diseases, mental diseases, and shocks. Shocks to my system that'll be shocks to you, possibly shocks to your system. So I said today, which March of the Madness. March of the Mindless. March of the Mindless. It's interesting to me today, ladies and gentlemen, because, we're coming up on the 4th of July. I hope you guys are ready to have a nice holiday weekend. Me personally, I don't believe in all that stuff. I don't believe in countries and borders and all this nonsense. So, it's great. 4th of July, Independence Day, whatever propaganda they made up to pretend that we're free in some sort of regard, which we're not anyway, right? It's always a series of oppressors in some sort of way that is couching everything that is happening. I mean, that's basically. So, you could believe freedom, independence, all the crap they talk about, United States and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? But whatever makes you feel good. Enjoy your hot dogs and your beans and maybe some macaroni salad. That's always good on the 4th of July. Cooking on the grill, swimming at the pool, hanging out. I don't know, do something, right? Have a good time either way. But what I wanted on piggybacking in a way off of the fact that it's a holiday and all the quote unquote pride and you're celebrating America and all this nonsense that we do all the time. It's interesting to me because within all that, is the what's going on in our world today overall, and all the division and the people fighting, and even over the idea of what this country is and what freedom really means, and what our Constitution really says, and what all that really means. It's so many levels, and people are just kind of spoon-fed what issues to discuss and what issues mean they're intelligent if they're speaking about them, right? So, I kind of find it interesting to me that people. Oh my God, I'm going into my whole thing. And I forgot to say what was coming up on the show today. Damn it, man. Come on. Get with the freaking program. You can't get into your point until you tell the people what's going on the show. How are they supposed to know? All hands on deck. yeah, I'm aggravated with myself. This is what happens. I just came back from my dipsy doodle at the pool. I'm all subdued and relaxed. I made exactly what I wanted to say. I put it out just for the beginning so I wouldn't get off track, and because I knew I would get into it, but man. All right, so let me just tell you real quick before I get back into what I was just saying. First of all, I'm proud to say that my award for the Global Music Awards, my bronze medal came. I have that, so I'm going to do the unboxing here at the end of the show and show that to you if you're interested to see it. Also, we have our guest today will be a good friend of Operation Status Quo, the stepfather. He's an independent businessman. So anyway, he'll be on talking with us in a little bit. And of course, we're going to try to squeeze some news you need not know. Got some funny, I don't know if they're funny, just weird news stories. So we'll talk about this and see what's going on in the world. You can't get any weirder than this, I guess, in a way, right, ladies and gentlemen? I mean, I'm going to do weird news stories. I mean, like it's almost like it's like redundant, right? Why am I buffering so much today? I see a buffering. I'm buffering. I see the screen is frozen, so hopefully you can hear me because I see this on my other channel here. Oh my gosh almighty. It's one of those days, I guess. One of those days. So going back to March of the Mindless, I'm just kind of saying that people in general get into the everyday real world so much and the surface level stuff, which I've spoken on a multitude of times, that everybody focuses so much on the surface level as opposed to, a bigger level. For a visual effect, if you're listening and you're not watching, I mean, I understand. So, but as for a visual effect, I try to look at life like this. Let me get the camera right. Look at life like this. See, like this here, this hand way out in front. That's like, just Pete. That's Pete, like the everyday alive human body doing things, Pete. But then like back here is like my awareness of Pete, right? My awareness of Pete that's observing what Pete's doing, all the time and not letting this get away in a sense, right? Because I'm responsible in a way. And then you got this level, like, the eyes that's looking to here, right? So, I'm trying to say, like, that's like how you got to look at life. It's not like you're just like, everything's like in the moment, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's everything is one moment. It's so grand. It's so large. And, and people are all kind of wrapped up in like these issues, these political issues, these social issues. I'm not saying that there's not things to discuss in a certain regard, but you have to remember that as a population that we're being programmed what to think. We're being programmed what to argue about. We're being programmed about what to argue about. We don't even know the real facts, or we're fighting with each other over a bunch of crap because people think they're educated because they watch the news, which is a whole nother operation that's purposely giving information so that people are confused and unsure of what's going on. So, to me, it's important for us, and I'm trying to say with this holiday coming up, you really want freedom. Here's the freedom. You gotta stop being the you that they've built, because they've built the you. They've built the you based on the propaganda and the narratives that they create and sell, right? So they've built that you because you're immersed in that tangible physicality of immediate gratification. But if you can do what I'm telling you here, this level thing, always observing from like really a three-pronged attack, right? And if you observe in that way, then you get the chance to become the you that you really are. Like, for example, in today's world with everything changing and people being so afraid of AI and such and losing their jobs and AI taking over everything, I look at it again to another level of freedom in a sense. It's not like going out and getting a job. It's like that's like the old way. It's the old paradigms. Again, all our paradigms are collapsing and the world is being reborn. Like I talk about since COVID. I mean, it's really been the real start of it all. Like for me personally, that's why all this crap that goes on in everyday life, is very confusing to me, because I left the mainstream world. Like I mentally checked out of the 9-to-5 type life and the do this on, the whole thing, I just checked out because I'm like, I'm not giving myself away to this nonsense in this matrix anymore. Buying stupid products that don't mean anything, just consumerism. And I was never a hoarder of things. Like but at the same, I never needed much either way. But I just checked out. I just checked out completely. I'm like, I don't participate in in any of this nonsense anymore and giving my life away. You got to do certain things. I'm just trying to say though, but you have that power to not participate in a regard and create your own way. Going back to what I was saying about the jobs, it's not going out and getting a job. It's not going out like, oh, I need to go look through the, want ads and get a job. You are the job. What is, you are the job. Your essence, your presence, your energy, your frequency, that is your job. Whatever you're here for your purpose to do. And then when you start from that space, it doesn't matter how it plays out and what, quote unquote, tangible physical job you do, but you'll be doing what's meant for you instead of trying to get a job, is what I'm trying to say, or worry about where abundance is going to come from. You have to be the job. You have to be it yourself. You be what it is. And then the physicality presents it to you. And really, you don't even know how it's going to show up. You could be thinking you're doing something in one way, and then it turns out you're doing something in a whole nother way. So I don't know, just stuff to think about, because people think they're so sophisticated when they pontificate on the issues of the day and and what do you think about this bill, and what do you think about these rights, and what do you think about this, that, and the other thing, and the truth is that's such a minuscule, just nothing part of the true. It doesn't matter. What I'm saying is here's a really good example, a simple example, but a good example. I was at the pool. I'm always with the pool. I was at the pool yesterday, and when I was doing my swim at the pool, I guess one of the lines at the pool must have backed up or something. So the pool was kind of overflowing. The water was choppy, and there was this person there, and this person was upset that the water, and saying, I went to the office and told the office, and I don't know when the guy's coming, and I'm like, and then the person wanted me to go into the office and ask again, to try to push them to get somebody here. And I'm thinking the person comes to fix the pool every Monday, clean, do whatever, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So yesterday was Tuesday. So, what emergency is this? The water's high, it's a little choppy, whatever. The guy's coming tomorrow, he'll fix it up. You know what I mean? Instead of just swimming, because I said that, the person wanted me to go talk in the office. And I said, I got to do my swim first. I'm not going to I'm not getting involved in drama. I don't get involved in drama. I don't really give a crap. There's the water. I'm getting in it. If you don't like it, you don't have to swim in it. I'm getting in, I'm swimming, I'm done my swim, I'm going home. It's very simple, but people want to be like, the water's too high. Oh, my coffee was too cold. Oh, the burger at Burger King had a rotten tomato on it. I don't know, just stupid shit that people all day long are, oh, do you believe this and you believe that? And just give your whole life away to a bunch of nonsense. Just like this show. That's what you're doing here, giving your life away to a bunch of nonsense. Yeah, baby. Woo! All right. Hey-o. Yes, that's basically what I kind of have for you on that kind of topic. I just think, everybody, people base their life so much on their titles, their status, commercialism, materialism. This diploma, this degree, I got a bronze medal, right? I'm proud. It's nice to get, like I said last week about it. It's nice, but at the same time, you know what I mean? It doesn't define anything, and I think people use all that to be like, do you know who I am? It's I don't know. I'm just I'm very humble. I'm going to say this again, because I say it all the time. Whoever watches me, people who are new to seeing me, I know I got a very rambunctious personality and such, but the truth is I am really humble. I'm honestly just doing this because it really comes natural to do what the crap I'm doing. It's it comes natural to suck, does it? Yeah, does it? It comes natural, does it? Let me cleanse the space a little bit. I haven't cleansed the space in a while. Hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Hey-o. Bring out the pain. Send the pain away. Get it from deep in your soul. And then let it go. Yeah, Hey-o. See, some people pay for therapy. I don't. I do my own. I do my own. Yeah. So anyway, I think I talked about that enough. The commercialism and all that kind of crap, and people just living in that one type of way. Free yourself. Free yourself. Go be whatever you want to be. You know, do what you want to do. You know, be nice to people. Oh, I was just saying I was humble. Yeah, because I really am. Like, I really just kind of do my thing, and like I don't expect to be. I don't think I'm better than anybody. I really do. I only do what I do. Quite honestly, the number one reason I'm so crazy in a way, not crazy, but I don't know. I just think the reason, not by my choice, again, looking like this, the reason this avatar is created in this way is, and the way I feel inside and stuff, like, you know, I want to encourage people to do what they want to do. Because I'm really hoping that there's a lot of people out there that are actually very talented and have a lot of skills that can benefit humanity instead of this crap that I'm doing. You know, I'm trying to push people out there to say, you can do what you want to do. Go in here and be you. This is all I got. This is it. Hey-o. Yeah, but seriously, that's my number one message. I really just want to be like, look, if I can do this nonsense, you could do something for real, for real. I know a guy, for example, I'm going to leave it at this and then we're going to move on. But I know a guy, you know, because I was just thinking this today, how anybody can really do whatever they want. Like going back to saying you are the job instead of letting, you know, trying to go get a job. I know a guy who's an avid fisherman that's been doing it for years and years. I used to go fishing with him once in a while when I lived up north. And he's a real nice guy. And I thought to myself, like, just with the technology today and all, what would it take for him to start making videos talking about, you know, going out fishing, giving tips? And I mean, he's really good. Like, he's very knowledgeable. He's into it. He does it all the time. So I don't know. I'm just trying to say, like, you know, anybody can create what they want to create. People who, whatever your skill is, you could just create it and be it and do it, especially with the technology today. So, all right. Anyway, I'm going to leave all that, go with that. We're going to move on here on Operation Status Quo. I've kept him waiting long enough. It's our good friend, the stepfather. Let me take a sip of water, actually, because I get a little nervous when I talk to him sometimes. Pardon me. So, yeah, anyway, so he's here, and we're going to see, let me get over to the, I got to get over to the Starlink, OSQ Starlink satellite here. Oh, I'm over here already. Okay, good. So, yeah, let's welcome, ladies and gentlemen, if we could, the stepfather. He's an avid businessman. I'm sure he'll be happy to discuss that here on Operation Status Quo. Stepfather, are you there? Stepfather, are you there? Hello, Peter. It's me. Hello, Peter. It's me, the stepfather. Yeah, I think we had a little something with the satellite was kicking in and out there. Sorry about that. I apologize. Hey, you know, you bring me on the show and then you want to make me look like a fool right off the start. So, you know, I don't know what to say about that, but. Anyway, it's been a long time. I thought it was important for me to reach out to you because I haven't heard from you in a while, and it was making me a little, I was feeling a little down about it, if I must say. Well, stepfather, you know I have nothing but respect for you, and I know we were in touch when I lived up north, and you ran many businesses in the area. You know, anyway, I don't want to get into it too much, but I appreciate. I moved down here and started some new stuff, and I just kind of have been out of touch. But I appreciate that you reached out to me. I'm happy to talk to you. Yeah, well. That may or may not be true because, quite honestly, I'm a little bit upset. We got a little bit of an issue that I think we have to discuss. What do you mean, Steph? What kind of issue? Well, you run down to Florida, all right? And I was making some pretty good coin off of some of the work you were doing up in the area with your show at the time. And then you come down here, and now all of a sudden, stepfather, he's out of business a little bit. I do a lot of business. For people who don't know, I do a lot of business. I do a lot of sales. I do some collections, and honestly, on the side a little bit, I'll do some travel. I do some travel work because sometimes I take people on a little trip, if you know what I'm saying. And quite honestly, right now, I'm thinking about maybe sending you on a little trip, Pete. Oh, stepfather. Come on, we can resolve any issue what's going on. I know you were getting some. You had your hand in some of the ongoings of the sponsorships of the show back when it was the Pete.Palma program back up when I was up north. But since then the show has been on and off. It's changed. It's a whole other thing. I really don't even have sponsorships in that regard the way we did back up there. I hope you understand. Oh yeah, sure. I understand. It's no problem. You make a decision on your own. You disrespect the stepfather. And so I got a little bit of news for you, if you don't mind. I'm actually going to be starting some business down in your area. I know a few people in that Tampa area down there, and I'm going to come down. I'm going to do a little bit of business, and I think I'm going to pay you a little visit, and we'll see if we can bring back some of the beautiful, blissful joy that we had in the business that we used to do together. Well, I mean, you don't have to go out of your way. For me, stepfather, I mean, it's fine. I mean, if you're coming down here, I mean, I'm not going to tell you any otherwise, but I mean, I don't want you to feel to go out of your way. No. Don't you worry about it. It'll be my pleasure, my absolute pleasure to see you in person, and we can talk about some of the things that are going on, and hopefully we can work something out. Otherwise, at the very least, I can plan a nice, long vacation for you. So for now, I got to go because I got to get my travel arrangements together and get down there. And don't you worry because, just keep looking over your shoulder because before you know it, the stepfather will be there. Bye for now, Pete. See you soon. All right, stepfather, I can't say that I'm looking forward to it. All right, what are you going to do? Hey-o. That's the way it goes sometimes here on Operation Status Quo, ladies and gentlemen. The stepfather's a great guy, though. He does do a lot of business. He's an importer, exporter. He does a lot of business. All right, anyway, let's move on. I'm going to do some. We're doing good today. Doing good on the time-wise, trying to keep it under the 30 minutes. Let's do some of the news you need not know. I found some of these stories that could or could not be interesting, may or may not be entertaining, but either way, it'll be time that you and I get to share together, which I think is beautiful, personally. Quite honestly, I love you guys out there. You know I do. I say it all the time, how much I love all the people out there. And, oh, yeah, we got to do the unboxing, too. I forgot. Don't let me forget now. Don't let me forget. If you're out there, let me know. All right, so it's time for, I got to make something for this, I guess, in the future at some sort of, for now, we'll use this thing. Nah, that's not strong enough. We'll have to use the snare drum. Ladies and gentlemen, we now present the news you need not know. Ding. All right, the news you need not know, because you don't really need to know any of this crap, but we talk about it anyway because that's what people do on talk shows. All right, anyway, ladies and gentlemen, the first story here I have for you. A man gets stuck in a chimney, while trying to get his dog out of a locked building. So he went down the chimney to get his dog, got stuck in the chimney. Well, let's find out. This is out of Connecticut. Firefighters had to rescue a man who got stuck in the chimney of a Connecticut Parks building while trying to retrieve his dog from a bathroom when the doors automatically locked for the night. So I don't know what that means exactly. He left his dog in the bathroom and he went, maybe the dog was having a little diarrhea or something, needed a little time on the toilet. The man wanted to give him his space, went for a walk. Next thing you know, you come back, the dog's trapped. I don't know how that works exactly, but either way, that seems to be what happened. Police were called Sunday morning to Rockwell Park in Bristol, Connecticut for a burglary complaint and were told by Parks employees that someone was in the chimney. Firefighters responded to the scene and got the man out after having to remove parts of the chimney and building, causing $5,000 to $10,000 worth of damage, according to police. The man was not injured, but he was arrested and charged with burglary, trespassing, and criminal mischief. I mean, geez, the poor guy, the dog got locked in the thing. He wanted to go get his dog. Like, why is he charged with all that? He has to appear in court on July 7th. We should start some sort of fund for this guy. He was just trying to save his dog. Does it say anything else? The man got stuck near the flue of the chimney of Mrs. Rockwell's pavilion, building named after blah, blah, blah. Locks on the bathroom doors are on timers and automatically lock at 10 p.m. every night. And so blah, blah, blah. And that's basically it. It's not clear how the dog got stuck in the bathroom. Well, he was in the bathroom and then the door's locked and the guy wasn't there. It's like, right? It's not clear how the dog got stuck in the bathroom or how long the man was in the chimney. Well, you could have asked the guy, like, about what time did you climb up here and get stuck in here, dopey, huh? Before you got stuck in the chimney. Maybe you could have called the police or the fire department and said, listen, I'm at the Parks building. My dog is stuck inside. Now, unless he was doing something nefarious. I mean, who knows what was going on? Maybe he was doing meth. Probably some sort of meth head. I mean, that sounds like a meth head type story, doesn't it? Let's see. Anyway, The doors can be opened from inside after they are locked for the night, but the dog was unharmed. I thought it said the dog was unarmed, but it said the dog was unharmed. Okay, but that's why you got to train your dog to use the automatic locks, because if the dog knew, it could have just popped up and pushed the button and got himself out. So it's a bit of a crazy scenario. Our park staff is working with police department trying to make sure it doesn't happen again. Blah 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 blah. I just don't understand why the guy's arrested though, like for burglary and like what did he steal? What did he steal? Didn't say he stole anything. I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. Either way, if you're taking your dog to the public bathroom, please be aware of the times that you can do so. You don't want to have this happen to you. All right, let's see. We have... Let's try this one. A boy struck by lightning in New York Central Park says he considers himself lucky. Who doesn't consider themselves lucky when they get struck by lightning? I think a few lightning strikes to my head would actually probably do me a little bit of good. A 15-year-old boy says he feels pretty lucky after being struck by lightning in Central Park on Thursday when a round of thunderstorms swept through New York City. I can't pronounce it. Yasin Khalifa, I guess, like Khalifa. We'll try that. Yasin Khalifa, a high school sophomore, told WABC TV he was stuck in the park he was in the park with friends enjoying a picnic when the storm suddenly rolled in. He was in the park just enjoying his life. He was a simple man. He didn't want to hurt anybody. He just wanted to love. And then the storm came in. And it says, I leaned up against a tree he said, I leaned up against the tree and I told him, oh, guys, let's ride out the storm, which in hindsight might not have been the best idea. Yeah, I mean, like one of the worst things to do is to get under the tree during the storm. We know this, the trees. But I mean, I understand you're in the park. It's raining, so you don't want to get wet, I guess. Instead of leaving, I mean, you are in New York. I mean, shelter can't be that far away. But anyway, he said he was knocked unconscious for several minutes, blah, blah, blah. So somebody witnessed the scene, frantically calling for help. It was scary. It was scary. And the woman who was there, who witnessed, I guess, who was she? She was one of the friends. She says, it was scary and I was crying. I don't know. It was so scary, please. And then it made me cry. Oh, God, I don't even know what to do. It was like, I know, it's lightning from the sky. Don't you understand? It just came in. It came out of nowhere. All right, shut up. I love when people say all that crap all the time. It was scary. I was scared. I didn't know what to do. That's going back to what I talked about in the beginning, how people are just like programmed by the mainstream culture, the mainstream are just programmed to be dopes, I'm scared. I don't want to do it. Okay, you can get scared. Or like, oh my God, that was a shocking incident. Can you have any kind of brains in your head to be a practical person? I was scared. That's what people do all the time. I was so scared. I didn't know what to do. All right, I'm sorry. I mean, I guess if I got swept away by a 10-foot wave out into the ocean, I'd be scared. I'm scared too. Although he just got struck by lightning. All right. Anyway, so that's it. He made it. He made it. Let's see if I got one more for you here. Let's do one more, and then we'll do the unboxing because I wanted to do this other one. I wanted to do this one, but I think I'm going to skip that one only because I wanted to do another one more. Let's see. Where is that one? I got to scroll down because there was a bunch of them, and it's all these ads and shit. You know how they do, people. It's just they make it so impossible to find what you want to find. Hold on. It was another burglary one. Let's see here. Oh, no, was it the zebra one? Where the hell did they didn't change these? Oh, there's the zebra one. But there was one. I'm just going to read the title of this one because I want to... give me 1 second. Oh, yes. An 80-year-old drives a luxury Mercedes down Rome's Spanish Steps and gets stuck. Now, I'm not going to read the whole story. It's just, but you can figure it out for yourself. He took his Mercedes sedan, was driving down Rome's Spanish Steps, and he got stuck on the steps. So obviously that was a problem for him. But as I say, good for him because Mercedes, ladies and gentlemen, I have to say this. It's one of my pet peeves. Mercedes is like one of my pet peeves. I'm automatically on guard with a person when I see they have a Mercedes because it's one of the most pretentious. Just take notice for yourself. Watch Mercedes. Watch how they drive on the road. Watch the people who have Mercedes, you'll notice that they're some of the most pretentious, self-indulgent, self-righteous people you've ever met in your life. It's like, now it's not a judgment, because I know I'm making a judgment here. It's not blanket. I do know people that have Mercedes that are nice people, so, I can't say that. But, I mean, as a general rule, you can't go wrong with avoiding Mercedes people, because if they don't think that they're the shit, then nobody does. All right, let's go. So I'm glad he got stuck. I'm glad he got stuck with his little Mercedes there. All right, anyway, let's do this one. We're going to end with this one. A runaway pet zebra has been captured in Tennessee. Let's see here. A runaway pet zebra, like everybody has a pet zebra, right? That was on the loose for more than a week in Tennessee and became an internet sensation in the process, was captured on Sunday, authorities say. Ed the zebra was captured safely after being located in a pasture near a subdivision in the Christiana community in central Tennessee. The Rutherford County Sheriff's Office confirmed. Well, thanks for confirming. It's like, how long did it take them to find the zebra? I mean, like a zebra, I would think, kind of tends to stand out amongst other animals, especially like in Tennessee, where you got like raccoons and everything else. I mean, a zebra it's not common for Tennessee. Ed was airlifted and flown by helicopter back to a waiting animal trailer. Video posted the flight of Ed in the air. He arrived in Christiana on May 30th. His owner reported him missing the next day. Okay, it's when you say he was missing. The owner had him for a day, and then that's it. The zebra escaped. So I don't know if that says the owner's a jerk and he had to get rid of him, or the guy's not a great caretaker. But the zebra was spotted and filmed running along Interstate 24. Blah blah blah. There were several sightings, and eventually they were able to catch up with him and send him back. So I don't know where he's going. If he's going to be staying in Tennessee, or maybe he'd like to move on to Kentucky and work his way up north, or maybe down south, go to Mexico, whatever he likes, right? All right, ladies and gentlemen, the news you need not know. How about that Mercedes getting stuck? Good for you, you bastard. Hey-o. They're like the worst drivers, too, the Mercedes. Like, I always say, like, the worst drivers are the handicap, the Jesus fish, and the Mercedes. And if you run into a car, ladies and gentlemen, that happens to be a Mercedes with a Jesus fish and a handicap sign, get the frig out of the way as fast as you can. Yes, I know, we have to scream about that. You'll see it for yourself. Hey-o. It's the trifecta of horrible driving. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we leave here today, I want to just proudly, I received the package. We're going to do the unboxing right here. This is for my song, If I Could, off the Happy Day album, which is now streaming on all your favorite music platforms. So just get out there and stream it. 1 box, 2 box, right? Get out there and stream the album today. It sounds really good if I say so myself. And we got the, excuse me, came like this. Very nice, right? Let me open it up and take it out. And there we have our, hold it up to the camera. There we go. Global Music Awards. There it is. The bronze medal winner. Unfortunately, they don't do engraving, so I'm going to take it. I'll get it. It's winner. I can put anybody on here, right? It's like winner, right? Yeah, Joe down the corner. But seriously, I'll get that engraved on the back there, with the name of the song and the year and all that. But thank you very much to the Global Music Awards. Once again, I appreciate it. My bronze. Happy to share it with you, the beautiful people out there, my audience. I love you guys. I know some of you actually really enjoy what I do. And I appreciate it. I really, really do. All right. So that's what we got. I'll put this away. I'm sorry. I'm so ADD that I got to put everything away the way it was. I'm not going to let you go until I put this away the way it was. It has to be. It has to be. I'll sing for you while I do what I got to do. And we just hope it don't take too long. All right. There we are. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you so much for your time with me here today on Operation Status Quo. If you haven't done so already, please take the time to like, subscribe, share. Send this out to your friends, your family, those you love, and, of course, those you despise as well. As you very well know, I love each and every one of you out there individually as well as a group. God bless you. Don't forget to check out pete.palma.com. And until next time, Operation Status Quo, disengaged.